Hi, I'm Ormus Ephraim Bates. I would like you to know a little bit about my life. I was born May 25, 1815 in Ellisburg, Jefferson County, New York. My parents were Cyrus and Lydia Harrington Bates. I joined the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in 1836 and followed the Trek of the Saints to Nauvoo, Hancock County, Illinois. It was in Nauvoo that I married Marilla Spink. She was born December 31, 1823, also in Ellisburg. She was the daughter of William and Desire Merritt Spink. Our first child, Orville Ephraim Bates, was born on August 21, 1845, in Nauvoo. After the trek across Iowa in 1846, we settled in Harris Grove, Pottawatomie County. Harris Grove Village was located 26 miles north of Canesville and spanned areas in the present LaGrange, Jefferson, and Union Townships, in Harrison County, Iowa. This map shows the extensive area that Harris Grove covers just in LaGrange Township. We found springs and streams plentiful, with the major creek bearing the same name as the village, Harris Grove, and running through the town. The grove of trees in the community was extensive, about 5,000 acres, and fit for providing firewood and building material for the people living here. The timber consisted of bur oak, red oak, black walnut, red and white elm, basswood, hackberry, mulberry, white hickory, black cherry, thorn apple, white willow along the creeks, and an occasional cottonwood. John Harris was the one of the first to move to the grove that became his namesake. He moved there in the spring of 1848 and built the first log cabin. Between 1848 and 1852, nearly 300 Latter-day Saints lived in Harris Grove. Although our stay was to be temporary, we did not deny ourselves the blessings of civilized life. We built a schoolhouse, which was erected sometime before May 1851 and doubled as a site for church leadership meetings. We also built a log tabernacle, which was used for church meetings, social gatherings, and for a wagon and blacksmith shop. It was a double-log building just a few rods south of the Harris Grove Creek near the center on the south line of Lot 1, Section 1, LaGrange Township. It was about 576 feet square. We lived in log cabins. Our houses were usually 16 by 18 feet in size, about 7 feet high, with a small garret made by poles laid crosswise of the building, the ends resting in notches cut between the two upper logs. A floor was made on these cross poles by the use of small saplings cut for the purpose. Our second child, Sarah Marinda Bates, was born on June 9, 1847, in Harris Grove. Eventually, we would have 11 children together. While in Harris Grove, on February 7, 1847, I also married Matilda Reeves. She was born in Heartland, Niagara County, New York, to James Reeves and Eunice Manning. She was born on April 11, 1827, the fifth of 9 children. We began a cemetery at Harris Grove. It may have situated just southeast of the center of the northeast quarter and southwest quarter of Section 6, in Union Township. The Harris Grove branch was organized on July 15, 1848. I was called as the first president. 241 members were listed. It existed until 1852, when the members were asked to travel to the Salt Lake Valley. 16 members of our families traveled to the Salt Lake Valley with the James W. Cummings Company. The company outfitted in Canesville, Iowa, and departed on July 1, 1851. There were 150 individuals and 100 wagons in the company. We arrived in the Salt Lake Valley on about September 30, 1851. In the spring of 1852, I took my families to the west side of the Oquirrh Mountains by a nice bubbling spring of clear water moving through the turbulent quicksand. It was about 5 miles north of Tooele. I built a house and began the erection of a fort. The surrounding tract of land was known as Bates Ranch. On August 4, 1873, I was suddenly stricken with a heart attack and died. I was only 58 years old. This is my sojourn in the wilderness story.